everybody. How y'all doing? We're going to be speeding up MORRISpree this morning, and we're going to be using some of the free play alongs that are on my website. But before we do that, we got to get motivated with some Shia LaBeouf. Here we go, Shia. Help me out. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Yeah, thanks, Shia LaBeouf. Woo, look at that flex. All right. Now that we're super motivated, so we're going to be working on MORRISpree, and we're speeding it up today. So 2 days ago when I was doing the rudimental stream, we started at 40 and we ended at 80, which is great. But now we're going to try and go from 80 to triple digits. Can't speak. Digits. Digits. There we go. There's the word. Okay, I also added in between, like when I last did the rudimental stream and when I was doing the MORRISpree, I added Blue Devil's 2000 shopping spree. I think it's scheduled to release at the end of November or something like that. Every day there's a new play along or drumming tips video that releases now between now and December like 15th or something like that. So lots of content, all things considered. All right, we're going to warm up with another shopping spree. So we're just going to do all sprees today, just, for fun. Let's warm up with 4210 shopping spree. So this shopping spree is an interesting variation on a shopping spree. As with any of the free play alongs, you just go into the timestamps and you click, and then you can start practicing with it. So this one is like your normal shopping spree at the beginning, and then it changes things a bit. So we have flam drags, cheeses, flam fives, cha-cha-chas, inverts, cheese cha-cha-cha, cheese inverts. Thank you for the like on TikTok. Chut cheese, and for the follow. Now 2 counts of everything. Cheeses, flam 5, cha-cha-cha, invert, cheese cha-cha-cha, cheese invert, chut cheese, 1 count, flam drag, cheese, flam 5, cha-cha-cha, invert. And the last line is a 0 pattern, so it's just like the ones, except you have no check in between. So it's just drag, cheese, 5, cha-cha-cha, invert, cheese, cha-cha-cha, cheese, invert, chut, cheese. You can do this with any rudiments you want. This I just went with the stock shopping spree and made it into a play along. That's from 40 beats a minute all the way up to 200 going 1 click at a time. So certainly you can find a BPM that works for you. Hello, Michelle. Let's go up by 5. So we're just warming up, and then we'll get into MORRISpree after we do our stretch and massage routine. But first, we got to get the blood flowing. 2 counts. I appreciate it. I've been playing for like 26 years, something like that. Let's go faster. Again, just getting the hands warmed up. Actually, let's go to 140. Do it. Yes, you can. Thanks, Shia. Sweet. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll stretch and massage. 150. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Sweet. Let's stretch and massage. Whoop. Okay, first thing we're going to do, hold your sticks. Palms facing up. Always start with getting the blood flowing, just playing through something, and then do your stretch and massage routine. Oh, my wrist is tight. Let's try that again. You pull in, you push out. Good stretch. And then just go out the way that you came in. If you do traditional, rotate and hold. Ooh, that feels good. And then rotate and hold to the other end of your rotation, extreme. Excuse me. Now we're going to stretch the underside of the tendons down here. You could, or the forearms on the tendons. You could do one at a time. You could do it on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Oh, that feels good. You could do it on your pad. You could do it on a large mammal. Whatever. Just, don't put all your weight into it. Now we're going to stretch the top side of the forearm. Could do it one at a time. You could do this one on your leg. You could do this one on your pad. Again, you could do this one on your little brother. Don't do that. I'm an only child, so I didn't have to deal with sibling abuse. We're going to do the top part of the forearm up here. So the higher you go, the deeper the stretch. Just don't put all your weight into it. Felt good. All right. Now I'm going to do fingers, thumb to thumb. After we finish the stretch and massage routine, then we'll get into some MORRISpree. Or is it MORRISpree? MORRISpree. MORRISpree. I don't know. Ow. I've even seen it spelled multiple different ways. ASMR. Oh. Now we're going to massage. Thumb on top, fingers underneath. Just relax in the forearms. You might need to relax your biceps, triceps, biceps, biceps, triceps, and all your other steps. Switch. I was like, what is that bruise? It's a shadow from the microphone. It's like, wait, it's moving. That's not normal. Okay, now I'm going to massage the palm, and then the fingers are going to massage the back of the hand. So the thumb in the palm. Just kind of work your way around your hand. Switch to the other side. So again, that was 4210 shopping spree. Really good exercise. Really like it. Massaging base to tip of each one of the fingers a couple of times. The hardest part is the chut cheese. I left off a grace note on the cheese part of the chut cheese on a couple of those playthroughs. I'm sorry. I failed you. I know. Unsub. Unsub. Ooh. That finger's tight. Oh. There we go. If you have like a tighter finger than usual, just like massage it longer. So 3 or 4 times instead of 2 times. Okay, so let's go back. Back again to my website. Tell a friend. So the one that we're going to be working on is MORRISpree. Now, this one is currently members first. Any one of the videos that says members first is scheduled for release. But again, we've got something scheduled between now, every day now, through December, like mid-December at this point. In the next month, we'll probably have through the end of January. Like, I'm creating a ton of content. So, like this one, the Blue Devils 2000 shopping spree, also members first. I think that comes out at the end of November, like 23rd or something like that. So stay tuned. All of these are going to come out publicly, but one of the things that you could do between now and then, if you want to be able to practice the MORRISpree in particular, if you actually go down into the tips, lessons, and live stream practice sessions, under this playlist, you can actually go to the play-alongs that I was doing over here, learning MORRISpree, and that's from 40 to 80 beats a minute. So you don't have to pay for the membership or anything. I go through every single click, 40 through 80, just practicing it. So just go there. I want to create free stuff. But I also was like, okay, I've got all these, see it says members first. I've got all these like videos scheduled. I might as well make it available for people who want it in advance. I think it's like $5 or something. Okay, I'm actually going to start at 40, and we're going to go up by 5s, and then once we get to 80, we're going to go up by 1s. Okay? So we're just going to review. This is the tap-off. It's the snare solo on the first line. Ghost, ghost, spin, backstick. And I've seen some transcription and some videos where sometimes they'll play it as a paradiddle diddle, and sometimes they'll play that as a single for that last part. So that's why it's written out both ways. Let's do 45 now. Again, just going up by 5s, and then we will go up by 1s once we hit the 80. Early. Too busy goofing around on the tap off. Yeah. 50. Again, there's over 1,000 free play-alongs on my home tab of YouTube, as well as some gaming stuff and computer science stuff. But just go to the timestamps in the description of every single one of these videos, and you can jump to whatever BPM you want. The 16th note ones go as slow as 20 beats a minute. Some of them go as fast as 240. You'll find a tempo that you can work with. One click at a time. Oops. Rush that. Sorry. Mm-hmm. 55. It's a fun tap off. I like it. One, two, here we go. Afraid of hitting my mic. Oops. On that spin. Let's go up by 5 more. 60. If the BPM ends with a 0 or a 5, it gives you this little bit of a break so you can get yourself set up. Especially helpful on drum kit and whatnot. And then it'll go into the tap off. All the other ones just go straight into it. Sweet. 65. We're almost to where we left off 2 days ago. Whoop. This is a fun spree. I like it. Cool. 70. Again, once we get to 80, we'll just go up by ones. This is the review portion. What we did last time. 1, 2, here we go. Just feeling that tap off. It speaks to me. It says, don't miss coming in on time. It's kind of weird. You all hear it too, right? I almost missed the 4 part. I was like, oh, there's another set of flam taps. No, there wasn't. And at the last moment, I was like, wait. Let's get some water. Okay, so now that we caught up to where we were 2 days ago, let's go by ones. After this ASMR moment. I don't know how to ASMR. I'm sorry. Unsub. Jared, bad at ASMR. Sweet. I like this exercise. '83. Ah. Almost read the part wrong. On that second page. My bad. My flams on the were a little too open. I'm sorry. I failed you. I should stop drumming. Better. Okay, maybe I'll keep drumming. thank you for the reacts on YouTube. Appreciate it. That's a good question. I would like to get one. The rims seem cool and be good to practice. But it's a good idea of like turning it into a review as well. Then I could turn it into content. Oops. Yeah. Water break. Donating platelets today, so need to make sure I stay hydrated. Donate blood. You. Yes, you. Speaking to you, donate blood, donate platelets. It helps people. You. And me. Yeah, so getting a tenor pad is highly recommended. These things are phenomenal, but I will say these old school heavy hitters, this is the large, and then the one underneath is the small. They compensate for the lack of rims by having a wider gap here. So this is not the amount of space that you normally want to have on your drums, but it compensates for it with the rims, basically. So in the design, they try to do that. But the fact that the new pads come with rims, and then these are a little bit smaller of a space, and they come with the laminates, which I think were like $80 or something like that. So even though it's like $50 more, it comes with two things that you'd want to get. One is the rims, and then two, the laminates. So my guess is, just based off of what I've seen for other people, like on Reddit, and then seeing like the reviews and whatnot, that it's worth the money. Like if you're going to get a pad, get it from there. Do not get it from Zymox. I'm not trying to disparage a company, but if you go to r/drumline, there's like a pinned thread at the top specifically for why you don't want to go with Zymox. And it has to do with like over a decade of bad business practice and people waiting sometimes years to actually get their tenor pads. Like, I really wanted to get a Zymox so I could get the rims on it, but now that Vic Firth has, like, pads with rims, that will be my choice. I've got a what's it called? ProLogic pad as well downstairs that I use for drumming on the treadmill. So it's across the arms of like the treadmill, so I can just like march and like walk, get my steps in and whatnot while doing that. And that one is like not as good as the heavy hitters, but the fact that the heavy hitters have rims on it, my guess is it's going to be like the pad to go to without supporting a bad business, in my opinion. They've also done some shady stuff where like these users, I'm going to put that in air quotes, will go in and post positive reviews of Zymox on Reddit. And it's like, wait. You've never posted before. You made your account today. You've never left a comment before. And suddenly, like in the course of a couple weeks, we've got like multiple people talking about how great Zymox is. I don't know about that. It seems a little bit fake. Snowy, you're welcome. Maybe they fix their business practices, but the fact that they've literally gone like a decade of bad business practices, don't support them. In my opinion. Yeah, I've never actually played on a Zymox. I didn't know anyone who actually got one. Because all sorts of weirdness. Oh, I totally read that wrong. Yeah, this is, I'm still learning this exercise. Josh. Oh, I remember that. You marched bass. Welcome to TikTok. That's funny. Small world. I hope you're doing well. Oops. Again. I like this exercise. Tuesday was my first day ever playing it. We started at 40, and now we're almost at triple digits. Oops. perfect. Alternative ending. Nice. No. Ended it early. So this part, the top line, for whatever reason, I just like keep forgetting to put, and then do that off the left. I'm screwing up. I'm sorry. Fail. Unsub. Is it up yet, or is it members only? It's members first right now. So it's scheduled for November. I just kind of like put them in order of when I create them. And then like Blue Devils 2000 spree is like November 23rd or something. Yeah. But Snowy, if you want to learn this one, if you go back to here, since they're on YouTube, under the drumming stuff, if you click on the header for it, this playlist that's got all of the recorded live streams. Hey, it's me right now. If you scroll down to the one that just says Learning MORRISpree, this one goes from 40 to 80. There, hello, once again. Hey, it's me talking. 2 Jareds for the price of 1. So if you want to learn this one without having to wait for it, or without having to pay for a membership, which is totally cool, just use this. It has all the sheet music up, and you can practice it from 40 all the way up to 80. 1 click at a time going through it. So hopefully that helps. The only reason why I created the membership, like, early release stuff is because I was like, well, you know, I have them already there, ready to go, so might as well. Yas. Trying to help people out. I don't want people to have to pay for stuff, but yes, this one is currently members first and is scheduled for November. Same thing for the Blue Devils 2000. What was that at, like 98 or something? Beats a minute? I think. Let's do it. Oh, it's muted. Whoa! Triple digits. Success. Sort of. We're getting more brain farts now. This is why you're here. It's for the ASMR. Okay. Let's try and go up 10 more clicks. And then we'll chop out with a 5/4 spree. That one's my favorite. This one is probably my second favorite now. Sorry, Blue Devils 99. You've been replaced. You're now in third place. Whoa! Sweet. Getting a little bit better. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't looking. I'm trying to memorize it slowly. I screwed up. Cool. Let's try that again. My thumb just completely came off the stick. All right. Let's do 6 more reps. So we'll do 105 through 110 or 110. 1010. I can math. I gotta stay light on those accents on that last line. Sorry, I was reading your comment. How do you chop out for better flam drags? Or just rolls in general? Let me think about it while I play through this. There's a few options that I can tell you. Change the sticking at the end. No! Two more reps. Ooh. So that spin is supposed to technically be, but I'm just so afraid of hitting this. I keep hitting the mic cable. Last rep. Sweet. Okay. That's a fun one. So we're going to chop out with 5/4 spree. But first, let's talk about your question. So that exercise, by the way, again, is here underneath the chop section. And it's currently members first, scheduled for November. But again, if you want to find it and play along to it from 40 to 80 beats a minute, just check out the stream from 2 days ago. If you go all the way down here into the live stream playlist, it's this one, Learning MORRISpree. Okay, so in terms of chop out for better flam drags, and the roll part. So let's see. There's some exercises that are good for this. Like if you're just talking about like getting better with drags in general, like you can do grid variations with like flam drags. And for like triplet, there's 44 of them. That's quite a few. And then for 16th note, there are... Oops. That's flam, not flam drag. How many? 7 billion. There's 26. Yeah, so there's less. I clicked on the wrong playlist for the triplet one. Okay, so you could work on that. That allows you to just like get better at any rudiment. Start with rudiment on one, like flam drag on one, whether it's triplet or 16th note, and that'll help you out. Yeah, that playlist, not flam variation. But if you want to get faster at it, there's 3 things that I can think of off the top of my head that would be helpful for improving your flam drags. One is this exercise called float drag variations. This one is a lot of fun to play. The very first one with flam drags. Just go into the timestamp of any one of these free play-alongs, and then just pick a BPM and go. So like, let's do 190. So this exercise works on triplet flam drags and 5-lit flam drags. Here's a check. can speed that exercise up, that'll be helpful for just being able to play faster flam drags in general. So this is a fun exercise to work on specifically for flam drags, but there's also like a cheese version, flam 5, cheddar cheese, cheddar cheeses. And then there's a couple that are currently scheduled for, I think, a couple of weeks from now, actually. Maybe longer. I forget. I scheduled them a long time ago. So that's a good exercise to work on. Another really good exercise to work on for speeding up any rudiment is slow, fast, slow, or fast, slow, fast. So weird name, right? Slow, fast, slow. Right now, there's currently one that's publicly available, and these other three are scheduled to release. 8th note, triplet, and 16th note. So what exactly is going on? Why does it say 40 to 60 to 40 to 40 to 240 to 40 BPM? Weird, right? So if you go into the timestamps here, these look very different. Let's say you want to work on a rudiment, and you can play it at 120. This will start you off at 40 beats a minute, go all the way up to 120 beats a minute, and then slow it back down to 40 beats a minute again. And it goes up one click at a time. So you could sit there and play just like 16th note rolls, like, or just like flam drags. And now I'm going to start skipping through it. So as it goes faster, it's just slowly speeding up. So we're now in 60. It's going one click at a time. You get 4 counts for each one of them. Once it gets to the top BPM that you select, like 120, it'll hold it there for 4 measures, and then it slows it back down again all the way down to 40. This is a great way to refine a rudiment or your rolls or whatever. And again, these ones will have the 8th note, triplet, and the 16th note check. Those will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, I think. But the opposite of that is fast, slow, fast. So this one starts off at a faster BPM and then slows it back down. So the BPM for here is like 120, and then it goes all the way down to 40 beats a minute, and then it goes back up to 120. So you could sit there and just work on rolls, just like, and then it slowly slows it down until it gets to 40, whatever, and then it slowly starts to speed it up, etc. Okay, so those 2 exercises are a great way to work on anything, really, whether it's a flam drag or a roll or like something on the drum kit, like sit there and play a beat, etc. You can find that under the technique playlists, but you can also find fast, slow, fast, and slow, fast, slow underneath the chop playlist as well, because it's also very helpful for chops. Now, the third thing that I was thinking of that you could work on for improving your flam drags is underneath the rudiment zoom zooms. So this one is currently scheduled for release. So this one's not out yet, but Flam Drag Builder. So it's slowly taking a pattern. This is what your right hand is playing when you play a flam drag. So if you play... what D drum kit is that? The Minion series Ash Shell. It's my wife's, actually. It's pretty. Mine is a Pearl export or import. Export, and it's a black one. It's not as pretty, so we went with hers for the background of this. Anyways, fun question. Yeah, it's a good kit. Good kit. I like it. Okay, so this exercise. So what you're doing, instead of playing, which everyone does, you actually play the flam drag variation of that, and then you add in a note. Grace note. Next measure. Okay, so that's the very last line, and then the next measure, you play a flam drag, and then you're just removing one right hand per measure. Okay, so this exercise is scheduled to release, I forget when, but sometime. However, there's the flam accent version of this that is currently available right here. So this is just for like normal flam accents, just working through it. So all you have to do is just put a diddle on this note, and then a diddle on this note, and you can work on that to build up your flam drags. So breaking it down, or going with slow, fast, slow, or going with the float, flam, drag variations. You could also, and I guess grid, but again, I think you were asking about how to speed it up, not just like how to improve a rudiment in general. So speed up wise, work on those things. When you're practicing a rudiment, like if you want to speed up your flam drag, work on slow technique for the majority of the time. So probably at least 50% of your time should be very slow, like 40 to 60 beats a minute. And then maybe for about like 30 to 40% of your time, work on the rudiment around the tempo that you are comfortable with. And then for like the last like 10, 20% of your time, work on it faster than you can currently play it. So if you can play like a flam drag at like 120 beats a minute, work on it at like 130. Push your brain to think faster and your hands to move and play a little bit faster. And that will give you like a nice balance between refining the technique, playing it at performance tempo, and then pushing yourself to play a little bit faster than you're comfortable with. Most people will spend the majority of the time at the really fast speeds, really fast tempi, but that is not going to work out for you in the long run. So make sure you're focusing on the slower speeds where you can actually refine the rudiment. So that's what I recommend. But good questions, Noe. And thank you for the like on TikTok. Okay. Let's do this one. We're going to chop out with 5/4 spree, since this is all spree day. But, I'll be back in one moment. My wife's about to head to work, so I'm going to say goodbye. All right, we're back. Okay, let's drop out with this. Let's see here. So, boop, timestamps. 1:20. Yeah, this is gonna be brisk. Very. Stop. Now it did. I love this spree. MORRISpree's growing on me though. Maybe it'll replace it. Let's try it at 130. This will probably be the breaking point. We're gonna do this without the assistance of my wife on standby with the fire extinguisher in case my hands explode. Bad attack. We didn't completely crash and burn there, so let's go faster. So what I was talking about earlier, like with pushing your hands to play faster and your brain to think a little bit faster, that's why I'm doing this. So I'm intentionally getting to that chop out point where like I just can't do it. And it helps me to play a little bit better. So let's see how this sounds faster than we should with extra heavy sticks, Hardeman hammers. That's a alternative ending. I've got a different play along for that one. Sounding good, right? This play along you can find here under the chop section. If you want to stick to my YouTube channel, which you can, you don't have to go to my website, although things are much more neatly organized there. Under the home tab, we've got drumming, gaming, computer science stuff. I unapologetically create a ton of content. If you just want to see one of those, just click on the drumming. Boop. And it shows you all of the stuff there. So the chop exercises, there's currently 53 of them here. There's 91 technique exercises. There's 358 triplet grid variations, 489 16th note, and marching bass stuff, all the prior live streams, blah, 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 blah. If you click on the playlist and you check these out, some of them will say members first. Again, they're scheduled to release publicly. I don't want you to have to pay for stuff, but for people who want early access, you can have it. Tons of free content in here. Over 1,000 free play-alongs. If you enjoy it, just share it with somebody else. Or just don't even do that. Just engage with it. Just use these play-alongs. I will make pennies. Pennies. All the pennies. Hi, Jared. I love your channel. I never shut up about it. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, in all seriousness, like this does sincerely help out. So people who enjoy my drumming stuff, sweet. Just use them. If you enjoy the gaming stuff, sweet. I hope you can tolerate a new drumming video releasing daily. Otherwise, unsub. That's fine. If you're into, and if you want like some of the questions that I've answered on stream, there's all these drumming tips videos. There's several hours worth of content, and these are releasing every other day. So lots of content in here. But again, because MORRISpree is scheduled to release in, what's it called? November. Just go to this particular playlist right here, and you can play along to it slowly from 40 to 80 beats a minute in here. Or today's play, I can't think, live stream from 80 to 110. So hopefully that's helpful for you. But for everybody who has engaged with this content and is sharing it with other people and just using it, I really appreciate you sincerely. I did quit my job to be able to create free content, and that doesn't necessarily pay well, but I signed up for it. Just like I signed up to be a teacher. Oh, and here, /drum takes you to this. It's way neater in terms of the organization. YouTube is very limited on what I can actually do for the organization, but you can find all of the stuff here. And if you go to /gear or to go to this link, this shows you like the pads that I'm using, some books that I recommend. These are affiliate links, so like I get 4% back from Amazon if you use them. So thank you for the people who've used it. But these are the pads. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. These are the pads. These are the sticks that I've been using, the Hardeman hammers, blah, 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 blah. Cool? I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get set up for Spider-Man 2. We're going to play that for a couple of hours. Probably in about 15 minutes once I finish, getting set up here. Tearing this down. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Tomorrow we'll work on some independent stuff. We'll play through the stuff not very good. But yeah, I'm out. Goodbye.